George Santos' brief career in the U.S. House of Representatives coming to an end today, with fellow lawmakers voting to expel him over criminal corruption charges and accusations of misspending campaign money. The House voting 311 to 114 to immediately remove the lawmaker. Santos had been mired in controversy since his November 2022 election after he admitted to fabricating more than a few parts of his life.
On this vote, the yeas are 311, the nays are 114.
The U.S. House has voted to expel Republican Representative George Santos of New York following a critical ethics report on his conduct that included using campaign donations for his own use.
2/3 voting in the affirmative, the resolution is adopted, and a motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
He's just the sixth member in the chamber's history to be ousted by colleagues and the first who has not been convicted of a crime or fought for the Confederacy during the U.S. Civil War.
It's a shame that it has taken 11 months. It's a shame there were 115 votes to protect George Santos, including all of the Republican leadership.
Leadership opposing this is just another example of Republicans who can't lead, and that's really shameful. You know, the Speaker and everyone in leadership knows that this man is a crook.
Look, nobody takes any joy in this. This is obviously a somewhat historic moment, unprecedented, and that is the election of George Santos in a nutshell.
Today's vote to expel Santos was 311 to 114. Expulsion requires support from 2/3 of the House, a purposefully high bar. A blistering House Ethics Committee report that accused Santos of breaking federal law proved decisive.
It's a sad day to remove members because basically he defrauded the voters of his district. His life was made up, it was a lie, and then he used his campaign as though it was a scam the whole time, taking money from donors and turning it into his personal use.
I was very relieved to see that more than 2/3 of the members of Congress and a substantial number of Republicans obviously read the very comprehensive ethics report and saw the hard work that went into it and all of the evidence.
Santos has been embroiled in controversy since his November 2022 election after he admitted to fabricating much of his biography. Just weeks ago, federal prosecutors accused him of laundering campaign funds to spend on luxury items and Botox and defrauding donors. Santos has pleaded not guilty to those charges.
Make way. Mr. Santos, you'll react.
He survived a previous expulsion attempt in early November when 182 of his fellow Republicans and 31 Democrats voted against his removal on the grounds that his criminal case should be resolved first.
This is what it looks like to me. It is a predetermined necessity for some members in this body to engage in this smear campaign to destroy me. I will not stand by quietly.
What George was accused of doing is wrong. It's wrong what he was accused of doing, but he was accused. He hasn't even had his day in court. We are a nation of laws. We are not a nation of men. And if this institution is going to now ignore the rule of law because of political preferences and political decisions, it is going to be damning not just for the House, but it's going to be damning for the United States.
Santos's expulsion reduces the Republicans' already slim majority to a 221 to 213 majority. His district, which includes parts of New York City and Long Island, is seen as competitive.
When you look at his lack of ethics and the fact that, he has not served the people of our state, particularly New York 3, where he resides, it's been an abysmal run for him, and he has not done what he has to do for New Yorkers, and George Santos just took up space.